In this video, we revisit an event that shook the world and changed the course of history, an event that brought humanity to the brink of annihilation. Step into a day that changed the world forever, a day when humanity teetered on the brink of destruction. This is the story of a day that shook the globe, a day when the shadow of total destruction loomed over humanity. The world was already burning. Nations clashed, cities fell, and millions of lives were caught in a storm they didn't ask for. Across the vast Pacific, two powers collided, Japan and the United States, each fighting with a fierce determination, each unwilling to yield. December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor woke to the ordinary. Sailors drinking coffee, children laughing, workers tending their morning routines. And then the sky erupted. Hundreds of planes, bombs raining down, ships engulfed in fire. 2,400 souls were gone in less than 2 hours. Fear, anger, grief, all at once. President Roosevelt would call it a date which will live in infamy. And just like that, a peaceful nation was thrust into war. For 4 years, the Pacific became a crucible of human endurance. Every island a battlefield, every city a test of courage. Soldiers fought, civilians suffered, and yet Japan held firm. Conventional warfare had reached its limit. August 6th, 1945. Hiroshima woke like any other day. Children played. Workers walked to factories, life carried on in ordinary rhythm. Above, the B-29 bomber Enola Gay sliced through the sky, its silver belly glinting in the morning sun. Inside, the crew moved with mechanical precision, hearts heavy with the weight of the mission. Cradled in the belly of the plane was Little Boy, the atomic bomb, a device unlike anything the world had ever known. Seconds became eternity as the bomb was released. It fell silently, almost gracefully, through the pale blue sky. Below, the city went about its day, unaware of the light that would soon eclipse the sun itself. Time seemed to stretch as Little Boy plummeted, a tiny metal harbinger of unimaginable destruction. The air shimmered around it. The world held its breath. At 8:15 a.m., the bomb detonated. The sky turned to fire. Streets, homes, schools, all vanished in a heartbeat. Shadows of those caught in the blast were etched into walls, forever frozen in terror. Hiroshima became a furnace of ash, and the roar of the explosion rolled across the valley like thunder that would never end. At 8:15 a.m., everything changed. A light brighter than the sun, a roar that shook the earth. Streets turned to rivers of fire. Homes and buildings disappeared, leaving only shadows etched in stone, silent witnesses to the unimaginable. Amid the horror, the human spirit refused to die. Strangers became friends, hands reached through rubble, and hope lingered in small acts of courage. 3 days later, Nagasaki faced the same nightmare. Fat Man fell. The world had glimpsed a force beyond comprehension, capable of ending wars in an instant, yet leaving scars that time could never fully heal. Japan's leaders, Hirohito, Suzuki, Tojo, had steered their nation down a path of ambition and pride. They miscalculated, they ignored warnings, and millions paid the price. From the ashes, life persisted. From the pain, resilience emerged. Humanity had created a weapon of ultimate destruction, but it had not destroyed the capacity for compassion. In the darkest moments, courage and kindness quietly endured. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, cities destroyed by ambition and miscalculation. Japan's leaders, Hirohito, Suzuki, Tojo, ignored warnings and underestimated the human cost, and millions paid the price. Yet from the ashes, life persisted. Survivors helped one another, courage flickered, and hope endured. Humanity proved it could rise, even after the gravest mistakes. In 1945, the United States had only about 7 nuclear bombs. Today, the world holds over 12,000 nuclear warheads, with the US and Russia alone possessing more than 10,000 combined. This is not a story to justify their use. It is a warning. The horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki must never be repeated. The choices of leaders matter. Restraint matters. Humanity's future depends on wisdom over pride. The power to destroy may be infinite, but the power to choose wisely and preserve life remains ours. What do you think about this video? Share your thoughts below in the comments. We want to hear your perspective.